Hi everyone, John here in my new honey house, and I've started putting all my equipment in here, and it's very nice. It's so big I can put it all out and spread it around, and it's very nice to see it on its way. But I've extracted lots of honey, and I've got all my supers here that open to the sunlight, so that when the sun comes on these frames it will stop the wax moth a bit. But most times you don't get wax moth anyway when you haven't had brood in there. So these are just really, they've only had honey in and not brood, these supers. So most likely they wouldn't go in anyway, but it helps a little bit having them open to the sunlight just to stop the wax moth a bit. But we in the UK, I don't think there's any treatment that you can use at the moment for wax moth. Not that I use it anyway. So I've just been to the wild bee colony cutout, which is in an isolated position, and they were from an old oak tree that I got them out of that had fallen down years ago, and the honey that they produce is sort of a golden colour. It's not like any other honey that my bees produce. I don't know why, they must go for different trees and things through the genetic makeup of them, I don't know, but it's always golden and lovely. So this is it here, and I'm going to show you how I extract it. I've only got 4 frames to extract because the 2 boxes that are on there are only 3/4 capped. So it's getting late in the year now, so I'm not going to leave it any longer. I'll leave it to them. They can use that for the winter. I don't treat that particular hive. It's completely isolated out of the way, so hopefully it won't spread any disease if it has got any, which I'm sure it hasn't. But it might have some mites, but I leave that to its own devices because of the genetic makeup of it. I want to see how it reacts, and it's gone through every winter and it's absolutely fine. And I do treat all my hives except that one, which is out the way. So I've got that off now, and I've left all the other boxes on there for them to finish off, and in the spring next year whatever they don't use I will take and use myself, because it hasn't been treated for mites and it hasn't got any chemicals in it. So we'll get this off now, but before we do, have a look at this. This is a very nice toy that I got. It's a steel grass cutter or grass trimmer or whatever for around the hives. It's absolutely brilliant, this is. I really like it. It starts easy, and for some reason or other it doesn't seem to upset the bees as much as a lot of them do. They don't sort of come out at me and attack me when I'm trimming round. I used to have a different sort of one and they did, so it must be something to do with vibration and noise. This must be a bit less, I should think. So I'm very happy with that. Good for swimming. So we're going to extract this now and see how it comes out doing it by hand and not with the extracting machine. Here we go. And this is how I do it for quickness. Instead of when I've only got 4 frames to do, or 3, instead of getting the big extractor out and getting it all dirty, this is how I do it. I'll just put it over this little bowl, nice and clean bowl, and I'll just scrape down now. Scrape all this down like this. Look at that. Look at the lovely. Can you see? Yeah, see, it's a golden colour. It really is. I mean, it's. You couldn't really get any more golden than this. I don't think it looks like actually someone's made it out of gold. It's quite amazing. So I'll just scrape it all down like that, and I'll scrape the 4 frames into this bowl. Then after I've done it all, I tip it through a sieve, you know, a filter. So I scrape down the wax like that. To the other side, just scrape down like you can get to the rib. It's sort of like got a, you know, the rib on it. Yeah, like that. it's hard to sort of stop my arm getting in the way of the camera, but that's, so I go down like that, I get it in the edge, so I'll just use this spatula, go down the edge, and then I'll just scrape down then, and that all comes out, all the honey, and I'll do all 4 and put into this bowl, and then I'll tip it through the normal sieve what we used. There we are, have a look in there now, you see, that's just out of 1 frame, there's a lot of honey there. Break them cappings up like that. Once that's all broke, that's what you want. Break them cappings. And I'll go on to the next one. For all 4 frames like that, very easy, very quick. Here's another one, look close up. See, look, golden, look at that. Oh, that's lovely. Look how nice that is. Oh dear. Another nice golden frame. I always say really that this honey is like liquid gold, and it is, it's even gold colour. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Hey, that's very nice. Oh yeah, there's another one, look at that. Look at that for a lovely frame of golden, look, there you go. See, the same way, but I'll be a bit more careful with this one. Try not to break the centre rib, and then you can use these again, these wax things. Look, if you're very careful, don't rush it like I did the other one, and the centre rib's still there. Look at that golden honey, look. The centre rib is intact. Then we can just scrape down like this, and that all comes out then, all the liquid honey. There we are. This is, I've got a bee in here now, and I'll show you putting it through the filter now. Right, I'll get it to about that consistency. You can see it's quite a lot of honey in there, off 4 frames, so it's worth doing. I'm hoping to get £9 of honey, so £6 a pound, £36 in money, so it's worth the effort of doing it, plus it's going to be nice for people to eat. Now I'll pop it into the strainer. Right, there we are. What you've got to be careful of is that don't tip over. Oh, thank you, Lynn, that's pretty good of you, Lynn. I'm going to put all that in there now. That's Lynn's. Well, it's not really Lynn's sieve, it's mine as well. We both do cooking, don't we, Lynn? Out the kitchen. Go on. Put all that in there. Don't we?
Oh, it looks like syrup pudding.
It's lovely, isn't it, Lynn? Make sure we scrape all of this out.
Wow.
Scrape every last little bit out of the bowl. Of course, this bowl was really nice and clean, wasn't it, Lynn? Mm-hmm. And we put that in there, and I can hear some bees have come in because they want to. They can smell the honey, Lynn, can't they? There we are. And you see this, the first sieve is a big one, getting all the wax, comes out of there. You can see it all dripping out now, look. And then it goes through the proper 2 little sieves for straining, 2 more sieves, and you know, give it about 3 hours, that could be almost completely done, I would say. The camera can pick it out, but it's just coming out there at the bottom, look, dripping out the sieve, loads of it, and there's a few pounds in there already in the bucket. So that only takes me 10 minutes or 15 minutes. Very quick procedure. Well, it's the next day now, and you might as well get the honey out, let me, Lynn. Mm-hmm. Would you like to hold that for me, Lynn? That's it. There we are. There you go, look at that. As I say, it's golden. That's the next day, look. I think this could win a prize, Lynn, this stuff.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
Just have a look at that. Golden. That's got it there?
Yeah.
I reckon that's some of the best honey in it. It's got to be the best one ever. Put that there. This is probably, look, that it's golden. I don't think I've ever had any so good. Look, Glenn, let's do one more for the camera. Look, everybody, look at that for quality. Golden honey. Lovely. Beautiful. There we are, Lynn, there's some more honey for sale at the front door.
Get it labelled then.
Right, there you go. I'll put the, I've got the tamper-proof labels on them.
That used to be my job, but he doesn't trust me to put it on straight at the moment.
No, he puts it on crooked. I've got John B. Man Saunders on YouTube on the label, so that people can see that I've got a YouTube channel. And we've got that on there, and then one of these, best before date and everything, all the details are on there. And I bend that over, I try to get that really straight, 1/2 inch from the bottom of the jar, nice and straight. There we are, and there's another pound of honey for all our customers. That is liquid gold.
Liquid gold.
Here we are, down at a double brew box. I'm just going to put some mite treatment in here and sort out the honey super on the top. I don't think there's any honey in it, so I'm going to abandon this one or get them to clean out what's in there. I'll put that above the crown board and they'll clean that out and put it in these 2 boxes. So I'm going to check to make sure we got the queen in there, or at least she's laying. I'll find eggs. A very quick check just to see that. That's all I'm going to do, and make sure there's no disease. So go in there quick now and look at them all going in here, thousands of them. I ain't got stung yet, have I? Not too late. Here we go. See the pollen there on the back legs of that one. There's an old drone, look, coming near the end of his life cycle now, and there's yellow pollen going in. So I'd imagine that the queen is laying in there, you know, from what you see on the outside. I can't always guarantee it, but there's quite a bit of pollen going in. There's some really orange winning then, orange pollen, yellow pollen. So let's have a look inside and see how we're getting on. Well, I'll give them a little bit of smoke. Right then, have a look, see what's happening in the super. As I say, I'm 100% there's nothing in here, and there isn't, because I looked a few weeks ago and I knew they wouldn't do anything. They've been building up the double brew box because this is a new queen in here, a new colony, so they built up 2, I reckon they built up 2 brew boxes See, it's nothing worth having in there at all, not even for them. So what I'll do is I'll put that over a crown board and I'll break the cappings on it. I'll break the cappings on this. I'll just break them over like that, the cappings. Then I'll put it above a crown board and they'll go up, clean that out and put it down below. So that's that. Do that in a minute. We'll have a look in here first. You can see it's pretty well full up, this box. I might give them a little bit of smoke. I'll cover up the honey with that crown board. That just stops it a little bit from getting robbed, and then I'll put that queen excluder, make sure there's no queen on it, and pop it in front of the hive. Those bees will walk up that into the hive then, if they want to. I'll take this little dummy board out, which I made. I showed a video on them, how I made them in the winter. No queen on there. Let me right, there's some honey obviously round here, and they're starting to backfill a bit here as well. This is the winter stores coming in this hive. We want to make sure we've got eggs somewhere. We got eggs. This is the same. It did have larvae here, I can see, and they've emerged, and this is backfilled with honey here. So there's little it's all nectar in there. So they're getting ready for winter. I'll go through quite quickly. I'm not going to spend ages on this hive. That one's the same, look. They're backfilling, getting ready for winter. I do want to see some eggs, obviously. I know this is a super frame in here, and they've built down there, look. This has all been built down by them. And that is the same, again, they're putting nectar in it. Do you see the bees? At the moment, don't speak too soon, are quite calm actually, because these are the genetics from Queen Laylock. So again, they've hatched out of here and they're backfilling with nectar. Now, Queen Laylock's daughter will be marked white if we do see her. I'm not too worried about seeing her. I'll definitely want to see eggs. This is the same, it's all backfilled with honey or nectar. That is why there was none in the supers. They've put it all in here because you've got double brood box, ideal for going in for winter. There's a squashed bee from last time there, poor little thing. We've got some brood here. You can see a nice brood pattern there, look. It was up here with honey along here. As they've emerged, they backfill in with nectar. There's all the capped brood there, look. But this side there is some larvae on this side. So you've got a nice, all here you've got eggs and then some larvae there. So the queen's been laying there. So I know I've got a queen. yeah, I just had a look here into the sun and there's day old eggs there, so we've definitely got a queen. We really haven't got to go any further because that's what I wanted to see, that we've got a queen still, and we have. I'll look at one more frame. Or I would imagine the bottom box is full of eggs and larvae, I would imagine, and this top box they're using for winter stores. Just check and see if the queen's on here, because I don't want to lose her obviously this time of year. We don't want to lose the queen, do we? But in this frame here there's full of larvae, between 1 and 6 day old larvae there, loads of them, the whole frame practically. That's a beautiful pattern of larvae in there. I'll definitely look at the last frame now. This will be the last one. Then I'm going to put the mite treatment on. I'll show you what I do with the honey upstairs where they haven't fully capped it. Right, can you see the pattern there? Have a look at the pattern. That pattern is going around there, look, with a brood. All that is brood, cap worker brood. Look, have a look at that. So that will be going, the same pattern will be down in the bottom box, the same size. So you're going to have a lot of bees coming in here. And have a quick look on here to see if you've got any wing bars on these bees. I'm looking, but I can't see any, but I'm going to treat, because there were some mites in it when I checked a while back. So, you know, that's going to keep them going for winter. Anyway, look at the lovely pattern on that. Beautiful that is. Really, that's all I need to know. The queen is laying and she's in there somewhere. I'm not going to disturb it anymore. There's no queen cells there, because them queen cells would have been at the bottom of these frames if they was thinking of swarming even this time of year. So I'll put that back now. I'll push that back really carefully like that, like the whole lot together. Somewhere in there is the queen. I'll put this dummy board there, look. Now I want to put the mite treatment on. I'll just take that off of there like that. Pop that over there. Put that on there. This is an eek. Put the mite treatment in. There's the mite treatment. Get that like that. Put that on top of the, get the bees out of the way slowly. Leave that in there to 2.5 weeks, and I'll put another one in for 4 weeks. It's sort of 6 weeks I do it for. So the first one 2.5 weeks sort of thing, and then the other one for about 4 weeks. So that's that done. So there'll be a 6-week treatment then. This hive here, look, is really good. Well, you can see that honey super is no good, is it? So what we do is now we open this a little bit like that, just about that much, just so it's opened a little tiny bit, enough to get a few bees out, look, not much. Then we put the honey super on. Okay, now they're going to think that this honey super is outside the hive, and they will clean this all up and take it in. But what I'll do is, see where this is capped, I'll just break the cappings on this now, like that. Look, see, break all the cappings. Just like that. You'll basically do that with each one. I mean, I should have had a fork really. You can see that all this now will go back downstairs, and that will fill the little bit of honey there will go into that top brew box. They're going to have plenty for the winter, and that's all I do, like that. And then same the other side, and there's about 5 or 6 frames like that, and they will clear that completely out. I'll leave that for about 2 weeks, 10 days sort of thing, about 10 days, and that'll be gone, I promise you. If you leave it too long, they actually start sometimes filling it up again. So you can't leave it on there. So that has happened. There we are, that's it. They can get in there now, clean all that out, and I'll put the roof back on, and that'll be that then done. Right, that's every single one cleaned out now. Put the roof on. Right then everyone, that's it from me, and thanks for watching again, and thanks for all the comments, and I'll see you on the next episode everyone. Keep smiling, happy beekeeping. Ta-da!